All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black Power, Black Frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join. Link right here in the video description. Click it. Is also in the chat. Click it. You get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage. Continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarasun Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. Get over there, check out the catalog, get you something nice, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,000 videos of the general spitting nothing but fire, all the subjects that you know and love from the general. Plus, we got hand-picked documentaries and lectures from the grandmaster teachers. There is not another website nowhere on the planet that could compare, compete. I want you to get over there today. If you're a Black Power truth seeker, you must become a member to get this work. I don't know what you're doing, but you ain't doing right. And you better get on over there, get right, family. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. That's right. Ain't nothing like that good H2O. That's right. Everybody knows SETI popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never calm. Y'all already know. And so we got all the exquisite live streams, exclusive for the family, too raw for YouTube. We got over 500. It's probably more like six. I keep saying a number, and I know damn well it's stacked with live streams that you never seen before. And I know you want it, so you need to get on over there, get that work. We going live tonight. You should be there. You should be there as we put down some of that very raw material. That's what you want. And to all the we on Rumble. King said he on Rumble. Come and join me, disrupting class. To all the family out there that donate to the general, I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family would like to donate to the hard work in general. The link right there in the video description is in the chat. Click it. And donate. I appreciate you. I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, we have to ask this question. It's a very serious question because we see Joe Biden he's two steps from the old folks home. You the motherfucker talking about going to the White House, and that motherfucker gonna end up going to the old folks' house. You understand what I'm saying? You know, it's real. It's real. And so a lot of people then put all their eggs in the basket that that Joe Biden is gonna be the president, and it don't look like it's working out too well for the Democratic Party and the followers of Joe Biden. It just don't look good. I'm just real. I'm not voting for nan one of these motherfuckers because I in no way and never did, never will. Okay, but so I'm just I'm on the outside, so I can be I don't have to be biased and shit for none of them because I don't give a fuck about neither. You feel me? So I don't have to be biased. I could just tell you what I see. Joe Biden can't even remember his own goddamn name. He fucking up everybody's name. He called a man over there in goddamn in Ukraine, called him Vladimir Putin, called his own vice president. What he called he called her Donald Trump. Vice President Trump. And I say, oh man, god damn, motherfucker over there shaking motherfucker hand that ain't even there and shit. Motherfucker shaking this this motherfucker. I say, man, you might as well just go ahead, sit your ass in the rocking chair, man, and smoke weed till you pass, motherfucker, because you're done. It's just obvious, and so being that people didn't put all their eggs in the basket, is it possible that the Democratic Party is in such turmoil with the just the collapse? And I don't, it really, and I want y'all to bear with me when I say this, and remember who you're hearing it from now, because listen, it reminds me of that song that they made back in the day. What's it called? We all in the same gang. You know what I'm saying? Where they had a lot of artists, I believe it was from the West Coast. It was like self-destruction. You know what I'm saying? And so you got to understand, when they came in, they all in the same gang. They all in the same gang. And so, each one got a role to play to bring about, a certain type of situation to get the results that they want. Okay? To get the results that they want. Joe Biden was almost a lame duck when he got in there. His performance was, he was already, he was already performing at a very low level, falling down all the time, and forgetting shit, just repetitive, just forgetting shit on live on air, just blanking out, motherfucker staring off into nowhere, and and so, it was obvious that he was really weak in the first presidency. This presidency that's about to come to an end. He's been very, very physically weak. Just be real, physically weak. And so that's real. That's real. So to even had put any, merit in the, that he could possibly run for the second election and win against anybody, really. You just got to be, you got to be very desperate to vote for a motherfucker that's obvious that their cognitive, functions is working at a bare minimum. His cognitive functionings is working at a bare minute. What I'm trying to say, I'm fucking up like him. And so that's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. And so minimum. Yeah, let me get that shit. I got a tongue twister. I got the Biden disease and shit. The bare minimum. Okay. And so, and to come in here and fucking try to, push this man for a second term that was more than a Hail Mary. You asking motherfuckers to, I'm thinking to myself, the United States supposed to be the strongest country on the planet. And here your motherfucking president then fell down damn near 5-6 flights of stairs. You see, and did it 2-3 times. Man fell off the goddamn bicycle in front of the world. The motherfucker was just standing there, man. The motherfucker it was just standing there, man. Goddamn, motherfucker then fell off the goddamn bicycle. And then just recently, the man was on stage and they say something was down there, and it very well may have been. And it probably would have tripped probably anybody up. But the fact that, goddamn, when you fall, see a young motherfucker fall, okay, they fell, we hop right back up and shit. Motherfucker, when you fall, motherfucker scared you done broke a goddamn thigh bone and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't just falling, motherfucker. You too old to be falling like that, man. You know, motherfuckers scared, when and we just being real. We not trying to make fun and shit, man. You too old to be falling down like that. You know what I'm saying? Cause you gonna fuck around, break your thigh bone, break your hip, and shit like that. So you're feeble. You're feeble. Just being real, being real. We being real now. We being real. You're feeble. And not only are you physically, your mind is leaving you, man. We just have to accept it what it is. We just have to accept it for what it is. And they should have saw this shit. They should have already been planning to replace him. They should have. But again, you got these elitists that are in there. And when I say elitists, I mean, I believe this shit, man. When they talk about these bloodlines that, where they don't hand over no power. These motherfuckers is like vampires where they maintain control until they die. Okay, I'm being serious with you. Wait a minute. I'm gonna just look this shit up. Let me see. Chuck Schumer. Yeah, here you go. How old is this motherfucker? Chuck Schumer. He's 73 years old. Okay. Yeah. Listen. The other Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi, 84 years old. She older. She goddamn near older than Biden. Nancy Pelosi. She was just the head of Speaker of the House. Mitch McConnell, 82 years old. They just had to put him out the goddamn Congress. You see what I'm saying? Cause he worse than he worse than Biden. Motherfucker just blanked out on 2-3 interviews. Mitch McConnell, 82 years old. Nancy Pelosi, 84 years old. Chuck Schumer, he's a teenager. This motherfucker 73. He's a teenager compared to goddamn Nancy Pelosi. I'm just being real. And so between them, Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, and these is motherfuckers in power. What position did he hold? Yeah, he held high position for a minute. He held high position for a minute, out there. And so, what the fuck, man? It's just obvious that they do not want no youth. And so when you get to looking at this elitist shit that they put out here, Illuminati and motherfuckers holding on to power, it's obvious. It's obvious when the youngest motherfucker in power, and whether it be the Speaker of the House, whether it be Chuck Schumer, I believe he's the minority leader. Yeah, I believe he's the minority leader. The head. He might be the head of the house. He's not the head of the house. But I believe he's the minority leader. I don't even know who the motherfucking I don't even know who the Speaker of the House is. I don't know who the motherfucking Speaker of the House is. But what I'm saying is obvious that the majority of the positions of power in the motherfucking United States government is held by somebody who is literally in their 80s. And that Chuck Schumer look just like Dracula. And shit, he's 73 years old. He about the youngest motherfucker in power. They do not allow no youth to get into power. We talking about people maybe in their 50s or in their 60s, and they won't even let nobody in their 50s or their 60s get into power. When the youngest president, have you seen, or the speaker of the house? They don't let them get into power like that because they want to maintain the status quo. So is the Democrats in a predicament where they didn't put so much into pushing Biden for president, and now they see that the house is burning, and that that they might even put a hit out on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That they in a predicament where they might even have to put a hit out. Is this the first time that it been done? No. No. No, 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 no. No. You see what I'm saying? It's shit. When a motherfucker, when you in a predicament of where you don't have no other alternative, and see, we in some serious days right now. We in some serious days. You got war. You got to think about it. Think about this though. It's not just Biden maybe not being able to perform his office. It's the fact of what they got invested in Ukraine. You see, it's a lot of them motherfuckers in cahoots with Biden. They got paper over there in Ukraine. They didn't put billions over there hoping to get trillions back. You see, they need them 4 years to get their paper. They need them 4 years to get their paper. Now imagine that, they got whatever they got invested over there in Ukraine, whether it be the Democrats and shit or whatever, whoever riding with them, they getting paper from out of Ukraine. They didn't gave that man all that, them bombs and shit. And so he had to sign on the dotted line for that shit. He had to sign on the dotted line. Now imagine Trump come in here and take all that shit, disrupt all that shit, and he could, he could possibly come in there and destroy all that shit. You think they're gonna let him? Is that a possibility? Yes, it's a possibility. Yeah, yes, it is. It's a possibility that he could disrupt, that the deals that been signed, Yeah, so it's critical right now. It's critical right now as to what's going on. And if this is just the beginning, goddamn, we was waiting. They didn't had his ass in they didn't had his ass in court damn near since he got out of office. He's been sued 1,000 times. He's been convicted. But he has enough power. He has enough powers where they can't just run him out of there. They can't just run him out of there. He got enough. He did some things when he was in power to put them judges in the Supreme Court, and ultimately, he, they sided with him and gave him immunity. So he's not going to jail. He's not going to jail. He's not going to jail. Period. He's not going to jail. He has immunity. And I know people believe that the states and all of that, and they're just not going, they're not going to let that happen. No state is going to lock up Donald Trump. They can forget about that. They can forget about that. They will overrule that. They don't want no state to think that they could rise up to challenge the federal government. So at any point in time, even if he's convicted for some shit on the state, the federal is gonna overrule that shit. So they can they can quit thinking that they're gonna, get him that way. They might as well come up with a different way. And with the fact that the Supreme Court then ruled that the president of the United States has immunity from being prosecuted, damn near for anything. That literally, if Donald Trump gets in there, he gonna be the first king of motherfucking the United States, where he could literally do whatever the fuck he want to without any threat of retribution, punishment, or anything. You know, he can literally just do, and so that he's gonna be unmerciful on them motherfuckers. And that's another thing. The third thing, which we have to understand, is that he's gonna seek retribution. He's gonna seek retribution for all the shit that didn't happen to him. So, if a lot of motherfuckers they packing up, they trying to get the fuck about the United States, man. Yeah, they about to get the fuck up out of the United States, because if he gets back and he gonna punish them for everything that has happened to him down through the judges. He gonna, man, all of them motherfuckers, he gonna get rid of their ass. And I believe the president can fire judges. He can fire judges. He can get rid of their ass. I do believe. I don't know what level he could do that, but you could bet your bottom dollar that he gonna put that he gonna weaponize the which most of them do, the Department of Justice. He did that his first, and that same motherfucker I don't even see him no more. He was speaking up for Donald Trump, but I don't believe that none of them support him anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that this is the end game. This is the end game out here for the United States, man. It's critical, man, where, shit, motherfuckers could be taken out at this point, so, if the vote don't work, this shit is, it's going to come down to a motherfucker being taken up out of there, because they on a mission. They are on a mission, and they ain't going to let no motherfucker stop them from, accomplishing unless it's just an all out, but no, they ain't gonna lay down and let it happen. If they got to wax motherfuckers, they gonna do that. And so the thing is, that's the third thing. They know that the retribution of Donald Trump is gonna be too much to bear. Motherfuckers know they gonna lose trillions of dollars in Ukraine. You see what I'm saying? And you got to think about the Europeans. They really don't want to see, because Donald Trump is in their pockets. Because, he was saying that them motherfuckers don't pay, NATO. Them motherfuckers think the United States is supposed to, foot the bill for everything. So they really don't want to see his ass in power. They don't want to see his ass in power because he gonna go in their pockets. You see, a lot of motherfuckers really don't want to see him in power, and so they wouldn't give a fuck. You don't know where it could be coming from. You don't know. You see, and just like the people that's in just like the people in the United States got so many billions of dollars, the Europeans got shit, billions of dollars also invested over there in Ukraine. So if Donald Trump come over there and cut that cord, man, they gonna lose trillions, not billions, trillions, because they probably got contracts that's gonna reach into the future, because they gonna rebuild it. They gonna, they got companies that they, and they still got to win the motherfucker. They still got to win the motherfucker. But if Donald Trump go over there, What is his? I haven't even heard his platform on Ukraine. So I don't. I got to go and check on what is he gonna cut the cord? What is he gonna do about that? You know, what is he gonna do about that? They're gonna change the whole dynamic because he want to be buddy buddy with Putin. He want to be buddy buddy with Putin. So I can't see him being at odds with Putin. So I mean, what is he gonna do? I don't believe he got the economic investment in Ukraine. So he ain't got shit to lose. He could go over there, cut it off, appease Putin and all the billions of dollars, the cronies of NATO, Biden, and the rest of them Democratic. That shit is all you flush down the drain. You see that shit going down the toilet. You feel me? He can go over there and destroy all of that. So, you got that on the line. You got that on the line. And so it's a very critical, very critical, very critical situation, that, you're witnessing right here today. And if they trying to kill the man, somebody had an agenda. And obviously, even if it was a Biden supporter, even if Biden didn't, because they good at having one of their cronies do some shit that they, don't make sure it don't get back to the president. They got shit, where he don't even have to, because he ain't got to be the one to push the button. Some of his supporters, are out there, they feel the severity. Some of them motherfuckers just wacko motherfuckers. They feel the severity of that this motherfucker ain't gonna win. He's not gonna win. You see what I'm saying? He's not gonna win. And so you could have any crackpot motherfucker out there who is feeling, the weight of, Biden is about to, it's a wrap for him. And so you can have any little crackpot motherfucker out here to take a pop shot at you. You see what I'm saying? But so if this is happening, what's next? What's next? And so, they should, they probably at the minimum is going to up his security. I know he's running as president, but he was already president. And so, they probably most definitely going to up his security with the Secret Service. But that shit looked at real, that shit looked staged, man. It don't look like, something like, y'all didn't even get, nobody even medically attended to the man. You know what I'm saying? I understand, but goddamn, they got the man in the damn truck and shit, and it's still sitting and shit, and this, that, and the third. Y'all supposed to have some medical attention. This man didn't supposedly been shot. Something didn't happen to the man. Blood is coming out. You hearing motherfuckers popping, and it looked real sloppy. That was a really real sloppy. That he stayed there as long as he did. It just didn't look right to me. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you do is when you get an opportunity. Oh, you didn't see it? Let's get this in here. Let me get this in here. Let me get this in here.
Probably 20 million people. And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, he something, that motherfucker said, oh. He said, oh.
Move to the spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here.
See, they confused. They confused. One motherfucker say you ready, and then you hear the other motherfucker say no.
On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move to the spare. Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready. We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. Let's move. Let's move. We're clear.
Man, listen here, man. You get hit in your motherfucking head with a goddamn. They gonna put your ass on the gurney, motherfucker.
Let me get my shoes on.
He ain't gonna be talking about let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
I'm gonna put this on here. He say smoke. I don't care about no smoke coming off no man hat, man. This 2024. Let me put that up there. I ain't trying to front on you. I just want to because that's a good. Okay, it ain't stay. So if smoke come off, you gonna let a motherfucker walk you to a and you putting up a fist like that? What type of shit is that? You say smoke came off a motherfucker hat and you ain't looking for a doctor? You out there perform and now watch the truck. Watch how long it sit there. Watch it. Watch it. No, sir. Look at this shit. They still ain't left the motherfucking scene. They still sitting there. Now, how many motherfuckers you know could get shot and a motherfucker don't hurry up and get you to some goddamn medical attention? I'm just being real. I don't give. See how long it's sitting there, man. Y'all make that shit make sense. You see? No. You got to make this shit make sense now. You got to make this shit make sense. Now, like I say, I could show you Ronald Reagan when Ronald Reagan got shot. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Let me show y'all how this shit supposed to go. You see? Let me show y'all how this shit supposed to go. Let me show y'all how this shit supposed to go. Let me see. I just need a short. I want y'all to watch this shit. Let me see if I can get it in here.
Juggling multiple client sites.
Hold on.
Supercharge your productivity.
Okay. Let me see. Let me get. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get this shit in here. Hold on. Okay. Here it is right here. This is Ronald Reagan. Now watch this shit. Wait a minute. Watch this shit. Oh man, come on. I don't want to see. Motherfucker, get to the shit. They're gonna get to it. They're gonna get to it. And see, he popped him. That's Brady. That motherfucker got. You see how they push Reagan in the motherfucking car? You see Reagan back there? You see what they do? They pushed his ass. See, that's Brady. You see that motherfucker right there? You see how that motherfucker peeling out? You see how that motherfucker peeling out? And you see they was one they had some fake ass cars back then. The president still wasn't in shit. But you see how they pushed him in there? And you see that motherfucker peeling out? He gone. He gone, goddammit. He gone. Ain't no motherfucking, motherfucker sitting and it taking forever to get the man up out of there and shit and this, that, and the third. That's just some shit you don't do. That's just some shit you don't do. And so that's what, looking at other, presidential situations. You know what I'm saying? Even goddamn the way how they reacted to JFK. Motherfuckers was diving on, they peeling out of there. They getting the fuck on. You don't just sit there because number one, you don't know how many shooters is out there. And so when you get an opportunity, motherfucker, you get the man in there and you peel on out. You got all type of cars there. You don't sit there. That's like a sitting duck, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how many shooters it is. You might have one motherfucker here, and you might have some other motherfucker somewhere else. He could have been another motherfucker they didn't even know. And when he was up there pumping, and that motherfucker could have popped him then. You see what I'm saying? They could have popped him when they got him down to the truck, and he stood up one more time and put his fucking fist up. They could have popped him again. So, I mean, just because somebody, listen, they ain't doing shit like the old days. So, I mean, they could pull some shit off. They can get a motherfucker hit you with a blank. They can get a motherfucker to hit you with a blank. You see what I'm saying? That shit could have some shit on it. Yeah, I'm not saying that ain't, but I'm just letting you know. They can get a motherfucker to hit you with a blank, nigga. Okay, that shit could have whatever they need on it to get the effect that it need. I mean, what the fuck y'all think they do in movies and shit? They make it look like, they got all that type of technology. Y'all act like they ain't got that. I'm not saying that what it is, but what make it look fake is the fact that they remain on the scene for so fucking long. And here this man and could have been shot. If you shot and you been shot in the motherfucking head, you're grazed or whatever, motherfucker, get me to the hospital. You understand what I'm saying? Get me to the motherfucker. I don't want to talk, motherfucker. Let's get in this bitch, and it should be skirting out just like Ronald Reagan, heading straight to the goddamn hospital. What the fuck you out there and you got blood and shit? What caused blood? What caused you to bleed, motherfucker? Then that should have told you to get your ass in that car and take your ass on to the goddamn. And I understand you need you probably need some bulletproof and shit, but this, that, and third. But it at least should have been some type of doctor get in there with the man and look at him. And because sometimes, motherfucker, when you get shot, if you get shot, them critical minutes right after shit could be life or death. It could be life or goddamn death. You see, so you don't just sit in the car and shit with blood on you and a motherfucker then popped you and shit and this, that, and the third. And so I bet you one thing, they gonna get that motherfucking detail together. They gonna get that motherfucking detail together. Yeah, they gonna get that motherfucking detail together. Cause he shouldn't even had to walk. You see how, you know what I'm saying? They should have pulled that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, they should have pulled that motherfucker right there. You understand what I'm saying? They should have pulled that motherfucker at least to the stairs. You see what I'm saying? And they should have, just like that. And soon as he shouldn't have had to walk to shit. They should be pushing his ass into that truck, and that truck shouldn't have stopped. That motherfucker should have sped out of there. For real. You see what I'm saying? It should have got the fuck up out of there. Get the man off the scene. They didn't do that. Don't know how many shooters out there neither. To leave a man on the scene, not knowing how many shooters out there. Then that didn't look good to me. So, family, I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna stay on this. Y'all know the general. Yeah, but yeah, listen to me. Listen to me. I understand that, brother. I understand where you say Trump wasn't corrupt. Listen to me. When some shit go down like that, he's no longer in charge. He's no longer in charge. The head of his motherfucking the Secret Service, yes, they work for Trump, but they don't work for Trump. You see what I'm saying? They're provided by the United States government. You feel what I'm saying? So they don't work for Trump. They work for the United States government. So protocol is what take place. You can't tell the motherfucking Secret Service, oh, well, get your bitch ass out and get in this mother. He can't fire him. He might can fire him after he get into office, but he can't fire him now. Shit, Yeah, he ain't in no goddamn position to tell the secret. He might be able to tell his security guard, but he can't tell them motherfucker that's military that's coming in there what to do. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Get your bitch ass in this car, and because if you die on my motherfucking watch, ain't no telling what they gonna do to me. They gonna fire me, everybody in the motherfucking contingency and everything. Motherfucker gonna be fired, motherfucker, with all type of shit. Ain't no telling what they might do to their ass. So yeah, you don't let he ain't in no position to tell no motherfucking Secret Service what to do. They already know that under certain situations, protocol take precedence. And he had to roll. He got the motherfucking roll. Period. So that was really sloppy, to say the least. All right, family. Appreciate y'all for being here. This is General Cyrus Seti. Thank you. I'll be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. I want y'all to hit up some of them links and support the general. We doing this fire work out here. Black power.